Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Saletti, and it's Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024. And your new Trends Journal is coming out very, very soon. And again, the cover says it all. Davos. Misinformation is our number one threat. You must swallow our shit. Yep. And by the way, I find the word misinformation very sexist. To call it misinformation is being disrespectful to misses. And the misses who said it. Oh, I love this crap that they spew out. Oh, if only women were in charge. Little warmongering little freaks you got. Oh, you like that Margaret Thatcher? Oh, your people in Argentina love her, yeah. Oh, yeah. How about Hillary Clinton? Yeah, Gaddafi has to go. Assad has to go. Samantha Power. Oh, Condoleezza Rice. Or is it I can't say the word. Yeah. How about her? The next mushroom cloud you see. Yeah, that Saddam Hussein. Weapons of mass destruction. So anyway, the clown spewing out the misinformation threat is that European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Von der Leyen, piece of shit. How about that? She declared that misinformation and disinformation represents the greatest threat to the world, more than war and economic downturns. You ready? She begins by saying at Davos, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, and children of all ages, welcome to the Barnum Bailey fucking circus. What's this excellency shit? Oh, they're excellencies. They are top government officials, the queens, the princesses. They don't pee, they don't poo. What's this fucking excellency shit? I'll tell you what it is. They use this so we look up to them. Oh, yeah, when they come out there, they roll out that red carpet. You can walk on shit and swallow their shit, but they walk on red carpet. Anyway, she goes on to say, Dear Klaus, your annual global risk report makes for a stunning and sobering read. His fucking global risk report? You see what this fucking freak looks like? Klaus Schwab. Klaus Slob. Slobby bullshit with your arrogant fucking attitude. For the global business community, the top concern for the next 2 years is not conflict or climate. It is disinformation and misinformation. Yep. She called, you ready? For a collaboration between governments and corporations to fight against, quote, industrial scale disinformation. Okay. So the merger between governments and corporations to join together to do this, you'll love this. It's fascism. Van der Leyen. Oh, you're a German. I forgot. Oh, you love all the wars too. You support them. Fascism. Oh, according to a guy I don't like, not Mussolini. Yeah, he's Italian. Good and bad comes in all of them. Fascism is the merger of state and corporate powers. And that's all it is. You better get that jab. You better get that jab. No jab, no job. Stand 6 feet apart. And don't forget, when you jerk off, sanitize your hands. Don't forget, wear this mask. Because it says right on the box, these masks do not eliminate exposure to the risk of any disease or infection. Oh, yeah, but they're good for COVID. All right? Misinformation, that's all we're getting is fucking propaganda. And we don't give it to you. We give you the truth and trends. So subscribe, spread the word, because it keeps getting worse. Also at Davos was this woman who's running now the editor-in-chief of the Wall Street Journal. Yep. We own the news media. The Wall Street Journal's editor-in-chief, Emma Tucker, who they brought in from the UK, the FUCK, yeah. Oh, who also said, not at this, but I read when they brought her on, or just recently, she told the editorial staff that we have to put in things that people are going to like. Hey, yeah. This is the Wall Street Journal from Saturday. $6. $6 an issue. Big picture in the front. Orthodox Christians take plunge of faith. Baptism of ice. What the fuck do I care? I'm looking for data. I'm a trend forecaster. I need data. We write a magazine filled with data and facts. Not one mention in this Wall Street Journal of who she's the editor-in-chief of about what they reported on the markets on Friday and her overview of the week. Not a word about what happened in the overview in Europe or Asia. We're giving you what nobody else in the world is getting. So she goes on to say, the Wall Street Journal's editor-in-chief, Emma Tucker, reminisced about a better time when public unquestionably believed anything the mainstream media told them. She said at the World Economic Forum this past Friday, quote, if you go back not too long ago, we own the news. We own the news. Hey, how about go fuck yourself? Who the fuck are you to say you own the news? Shut the fuck up, Salenti. Be an obedient little boy like the rest of the people out there. You're a fighter and they hate fighters. They own the news. Davos' greatest threat is misinformation and disinformation. You must swallow their shit. We own the news. Oh, yeah. You're the fucking, oh, I forgot. The toilet paper record, the New York slime. That's Saddam Hussein. He's getting them aluminum tubes. Yeah, to build them weapons of mass destruction. Total fucking lie. We own what we tell you. And that's why you get the Trends Journal, because we're giving you what nobody in the world is. Yep. If you go back not too long ago, we own the news. We were the gatekeepers, and we very much own the facts as well. Hey, fuck you. Who the fuck are you to tell me you own the facts? You put out the bullshit that you want. Oh, you don't believe it's bullshit? Hey, article just came out in the Financial Times. I can find it here. Here we go. ECB staff, that's the European Central Bank, says Lagarde doing a poor job, according to Union survey. The survey seen by the New York Times found unhappiness with many areas of Lagarde's leadership. You ready? Slightly more than half of the 159 or the respondents said Lagarde's performance was poor or very poor. Yep. The other guy, that's well above the negative ratings of just under 9% for Mario Draghi. Another arrogant piece of fucking shit. These are the fucking facts spewing out of the mouth of these shitheads that you're supposed to swallow, because you got to swallow shit. Be a good, obedient little boy and girl. So going back to Lagarde, along with Jerome Powell, the U.S. Fed head, there's no inflation, Salenti. Your Trends Journal, you don't know what you're talking about. It's only temporary. It's only transitory. And in the woke world, it's transgendatory. These are the shitheads in charge. So we're giving you what nobody else is, and there's a lot we're giving you. And by the way, you know how I feel about the politicians? And if you feel the same way, you can get this great shirt that we have. You go to trendsjournal.com to shop. Hey, politicians, Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? You're a public fucking servant. No. Look up to them, Gerald. They're His Highnesses. Well, they suck His Highness. His highness. Anyway, moving on. Oh, show you the bullshit coming out about misinformation and about how they own the news. By the way, 5 or 6 corporations own well over 90% of America's media. Yeah. It's a crime syndicate. And Newsweek, January 22nd, yesterday. Russian state TV predicts World War III. Well, blow me away. That's one of our top trends for 2024. Oh, and we said World War III began when? COVID war, Ukraine war, World War, back in February 22nd, 2022. Got it? Oh, but now, you ready? This is how the media sells hate and lies. Opening paragraph. A top Kremlin propagandist predicted that World War III will break out in the Middle East. Son of a bitch. A propagandist. They're not propagandists. Media whores, the prostitutes that put out for their corporate pimps and government whoremasters. No. These are I'm not a propagandist. We called World War III. It's one of our top trends for 2024. Almost a month before she said this. Kremlin propagandists have routinely warned of looming world war. Propagandists, they use it again. That's how they get people to hate. And that's how they sell misinformation, that they want you to swallow their shit. And by the way, this one, she also said Iran is an enormous military nation that is 5 minutes away from getting a nuclear bomb, blah, blah, blah. And she goes on to say that how is the Israeli plan going to... Middle East meltdown. Again, she says right here, breakout in the Middle East. Middle East meltdown was one of our top trends for 2023. We warned everything that's going to happen. The facts are there, but they don't want you to know the facts. We wrote to them. Russian state TV predictions of World War III is not propaganda. It's one of our top trends for 2024 that we published on 3 January. It's not Russian propagandists who say that we'll break out in the Middle East. We said there would be a Middle East meltdown. It's one of our top trends for 2023. And again, we go on. They never answered us. And they say at the end, if you have any questions, to answer them. And we did. So Newsweek didn't get back. And by the way, propagandists, write about this. This just came out. Scientists keep their doomsday clock close to midnight, and it's the latest it's ever been in its 77-year history. Conflict hotspots around the world carry the threat of nuclear escalation. Yeah, no shit. But that's propaganda. And again, on the economic front, this company, SAP, this German business software maker, who just announced job cuts of 8,000. We have every week in the Trends Journal. As the economy goes down, so too job cuts go up. This is like our 67, 68 week of doing it. So this means a lot because they're not getting reported in detail, only when they come out. Macy's fired like 3,500 people last week. It's one after another. The numbers are big. Google, one after another are firing. So what does this mean to the housing market? What's this going to mean to commercial real estate? It's all in your Trends Journal. We have our economic update and market overview in the as soon as you read it. And we got tech stocks rally. How hot is too hot going on? Interest on national debt exceeds $750 billion. Numbers game. U.S. holiday sales beat forecast. What does it really mean? It's a numbers game. 2023 home sales weakest since 1995. But how are they selling? Prices going up and down. And what else? Most recent inflation due to corporate greedflation. That's right. Inflation's going down. They keep raising prices. So when you look at all the numbers and all the data that we wrote about, you're looking at, and this is according to Oxfam, by the way, over half the world's population, 5 billion people, nearly 5 billion people out of 8 billion, have seen their income decline quite significantly since 2019. 2019. Oh, that's a year before the COVID war, to 2020. Yeah. But since 2020, the 5 billionaires' wealth doubled. The rich got richer as all the plantation workers of Slavelandia, as we are, got poorer. And what else we have? Trends on the global economic front. Again, when economy falls, jobs go with it. Going out of business trends, all at once. Debt bomb ready to explode. Global corporate defaults spike fivefold. Everything is fine. So we write about what's going on in the equity markets and what we think about it and where's it going. And there's a great article in here by Gregory Mannarino that makes it very clear. Continued economic freefall means a much higher stock market. And we go in and say what we say, he says what he says, and you think for yourself and you think what you're going to think. So that's all this is. And then, of course, we have trends on the Israel war. And by the way, the trends on the global economic front of the United States yesterday, more bombs away in Yemen. And so that, the costs of shipping are going up because they're not going through the Red Sea in that area anymore. So it's costing them more. How much is that going to add to inflation? But worse than this, it's really adding up to World War III. Again, the Israel war, we got page after page after page. And it's just going to keep ramping up. Israel pushes for pause in Gaza as Israel suffers worst loss of soldiers. This is a major Reuters story, just when I came on the air. Intense international mediation efforts are working toward exchanging Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners during a proposed month-long ceasefire in Gaza, Reuters reported. The Israelis are arresting thousands of Palestinians. The facts are there. They're hardly being reported in the Western media. But here's the next line that's important. On Monday, Israel suffered its worst loss of soldiers in over 3 months of conflict, 24 deaths in 2 separate incidents. 24 deaths. This is big news. According to Oxfam, Israel's military is killing Palestinians at an average rate of 250 people a day. Disgusting what's going on there. And I'm disgusted that the religions aren't out there protesting this and other people. This is terrible. And it's going to get worse because Netanyahu said, in the name of our heroes, for the sake of our lives, we will not stop fighting until absolute victory. What's absolute victory? Oh, you mean killing all the people in Gaza? You only killed about 25,000. When you put the real numbers in, the people they can't find on the rubble, well over 30,000, 35,000. You only got, a couple of million, 1,010,000 to kill more and then take over the whole. What's complete victory? Oh, and by the way, we will not stop fighting. You're not. Are you out there fighting? Oh, and your boy, your sonny boy. Oh, he's down in Miami. Yeah. We will not stop. He's not fighting. No. Our heroes. The name of our heroes. Your son, was your son down there eating a hero sandwich? This is the bullshit. And we're giving you the truth and trends. Millions at risk of starvation in ruins of Gaza. UN. Fuck the UN. Let them starve. So going on to your Trends Journal, that'll be out very, very shortly. The Israel War, Trends guest articles by Douglas McGregor, a colonel. The Year Foreign Policy Delusions Die Hard, 2024. And featured guest articles by John and Nisha Whitehead of the Rutherford Institute. Digital Kill Switches, How Tyrannical Governments Stifle Political Dissent. Misinformation, no dissent. You have to swallow their shit. Be a good boy and girl. And featured guest articles by Dr. Joseph Mercola, again, Gregory Mannarino, and the guy that's the king of technocracy when it comes to knowing what's going on, what's next, and what you need to do in this new dysfunctional society. Joe Duran, you can get the book Be Human on Amazon. Whole big section here on more and more about the post-human world and how it's going down. Trends in cryptos, trends in geopolitics. As forecast, Ukraine escalating war against Russia to get more support. That's right. We said this is going to happen. Oh, they bombed an oil depot. Yep. And what else? Presidential reality show. Oh, that's the big news, by the way. What's going to happen tonight? That's all the news. Is Haley going to beat Trump in New Hampshire? There's only now Haley and Trump, and it's going to be one of them left after tonight. But for a fucking year, we've been hearing about the big slobby piece of arrogance shit. Chris Christie goes over to Ukraine, goes over to Israel. One craphead after another, hearing their shit that are running for president. Now they're all gone. That's what the media does. We didn't talk at all about them because we don't spew shit. So anyway, the presidential reality show is all they're talking about. And again, Davos, you must swallow our shit. The rest is dangerous information. Ford cuts EV truck production. Again, was one of our top trends. And also another article in here about the EV sales in the EU. EV, FU. Yep, one of our top trends. And again, trends in AI and trends, a whole section, and trends in high-tech science by Ben Davis. So there you got it. The Trends Journal, history before it happens, and you better prepare and prevail to prosper because we're going into the roughest times of my lifetime, and I've been around for 77 years. Never seen anything like this. And I will put my trend forecasting record up against anybody in the world. Show me your books. Show me your magazines that you've been writing about for over 44 years, and we can start to talk. I'm so heartbroken to see the decline of society. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, in so many different ways. So we're doing everything we can to help you. The more subscribers we have, the more we can do. And again, the Wall Shit Journal, Saturday, $6. The toilet paper record, $4, $5, $6 on the weekend, something like that on the weekend. But $4 every day. There's $2.86 a week with information you won't get anywhere else in the world. And don't forget tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Celente and the Judge. Here comes the judge, Judge Andrew Napolitano, a man of men that knows the Constitution, the Bill of Rights better than anybody, and says a lot of what we need to know. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
The Trends Journal, the best investment you could make, because it's the best investment into your mind, and it can change how you look at the world.
His work is actually a gold mine. Anybody interested in politics, political trends, economic trends, social trends, cultural trends, you have to follow him, Gerald Celente.
The Trends Journal is one of the greatest sources of information, and and it really is. You're predicting these things well ahead of time. I would encourage everyone to go grab the latest copy.
But Trends Journal subscriber for 20 years. I just have to commend you. What you guys have put together in your latest Trends Journal, there's nothing like this out there.
Sir, everything that you predicted about the economy, you were absolutely right. So I have followed you all this time. So please take a look at the Trends Journal.
You correctly forecast that the Fed would hike rates quite aggressively, correctly said that initially gold and silver would drop as the Fed starts to raise rates to 1.5% and above. When we spoke last, Bitcoin was around 49,000. You said you expect to drop, and if it drops below 30, 35, then it could really drop.
Trends Journal, which I would encourage people to go and check out. It's actually a 200-page document, pure data-driven analysis.
Gerald Salenti, the top trends forecaster in the world. Gerald, you had an interesting call back in September of last year. You said gold had bottomed, which is exactly what happened. And here we are, and we're above $1,900.
Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happened at trendsjournal.com.